News. Now, GDP for the first quarter, or the April, May, June quarter, came in at 7.8%, largely in line with CNBC-TV18 poll of 7.9%. But let's dig in a little bit more in detail. Latha is here for exactly that. Latha, morning.
You could say it's in line, but a tad disappointing perhaps, because the Reserve Bank forecast was 8%. What worked well in the GDP numbers, very strong showing by construction. Coming in at 7.9%, that's largely because of state and central government capex picking up. The other sector which really contributed is finance. Finance, insurance, real estate. We know everything about banking and broking doing very well, and that's a 12.2% growth. From the expenditure side, no, this is GDP from the output side. You can look at GDP from the expenditure side, and there both consumption and investment are doing reasonably well. Private final consumption expenditure up 6%. It's good, because in Q4 it was only 2.8, so it's good. The expenditure is better. As well, gross fixed capital formation has come in at 7.9, well, almost 8%. It's been having a very good run, 8, 10, 15% over the last several quarters. It has kept up its mojo. It can't go at double digits for so long, but that's a good number. What would be the negatives? The negatives, disappointments came from agriculture. It was a given that it would be much more than 4% because Rabi was good, but it's come in at only 3.5%. Manufacturing, just everyone was betting on more than 7% with all the Make in India, but it's come in only at 4.7%. So that's a bit of a disappointment. The overall economy, I just want to point out, put it on the table, that the COVID weakness is not over. And I want to show that with only one item: trade, hotels, transport, communication and broadcasting. Even our industry is included there. It's a large sector. It's about 20% of the entire GDP. That grew by 9%. But if you took the total output, it is about 6.49 lakh crore or thereabouts. It is less than what we did in 2019. Can you believe it? Before COVID, we had generated in this category 6.6 lakh crore of output. So after 4 years, this sector is still not able to come back to that level. Likewise, if you looked at the overall GDP is 40.3 lakh crore. And again, in 2019 first quarter, it was about 35 lakh crore. So the growth is about 13%, which is a CAGR of 3.4. We have to look at that number. 7.8 should not blind us. If you take a CAGR from the pre-COVID quarter, we are ambling only at 3.4. We are very much COVID patients, not yet sprinting.
No, don't say that, Latha.
The economy, not you and me.
No one wants to be COVID patients, I'm sure, not even the economy. Thanks a lot for joining in. But I take your point. Growth has not picked up perhaps as much as what the street was expecting. Let's take